Live service games. Everyone who plays games at this point knows what a live service is and has probably played one. Examples being new Call of Duties, Destiny, Fallout 76, and obviously Fortnite.
I get more Fortnite pussy than you.
And the idea behind a live service is actually really good. More content for your favorite game, bug fixes, and new maps, features, etc. But not every game is so lucky. Every year there seems to be a new live service game which sinks like the Titanic as soon as it releases. My personal favourite example being Concord, with it being shut down 2 whole weeks after release, and I would like everyone to know this game cost $400 million to make. They had the audacity to charge 40 quid for an Overwatch clone. That is wild. Even though Overwatch is a cesspit, right? It's still a good game in the hero shooter and is very popular, and it's free. And they've got iconic traces. There was the old TikTok trend, I want to be Tracer. That was really popular for ages. And the game generated natural hype. But the game released, and it was the definition of bland, with the most generic characters I've ever seen. It seems to me the developers watched Guardians of the Galaxy 1 in like 2015 and hired every millennial ever to write the corniest dialogue known to man. When the average person looks at buying a game and they see Concord, right, they immediately shown £40 price tag and a bunch of like Saturday cartoon villains, bland gameplay. Just look at Twitter. Twitter had a field day with this game. Go through Twitter on a boring Tuesday night and just look at the Concord reactions. That is a fun evening activity for you. But alas, the reason for talking about Concord is the fact that so many of these live service games have and will be released, and yet no one is playing them. Not a single person. In the last 2 to 3 years, right, me personally, I have been invested in 1, maybe 2. Recently, I'm quite into the Division 2, but even then, it feels like a part-time job sometimes to complete challenges or to get top loot. And for my personal example is Fallout 76. I've put like 500 hours in that game. Yes, it still exists. It's a bit shit, yeah, but you know, some of us like it. But it constantly has new battle passes, seasons, FOMO shop items, your full checklist, right? And there's so much stuff to do. Great, bravo, but what's next? Where do we go from here? If these games keep releasing and failing, and companies such as Ubisoft, Sony, EA, they're going to realize people don't care. Most people will either look at these games and tap out once they realize the time investment, or like me, they have sunk so much time into another live service. What's the point of picking up another one? Honestly, spend 60 hours grinding for a .01 better gun? Great, congratulations, get a job. But what do we do? The reason these games keep getting shoved out the factory line is the simple fact of when they work, they work. As a teenager, every dude I know used to bang out GTA Heist during lockdown, even though the game was already 7 years old, because they just kept adding content. And it's 12 now, Jesus. But we also had Xbox vouchers at Christmas, birthdays, every single special occasion. Every time I sniffed spare change, I wanted a shark card, and I wasn't the only person. GTA Online has made $500 million a year for like 5 years straight now, and all they add are like 20-minute missions and a new supercar every other week, and it's literally a gold mine. Everyone keeps buying it, so they keep making it. Other companies are seeing how successful these games are, especially Fortnite. I've specifically tried to avoid it, but it's a juggernaut. It's made like $3 billion in the last like 2 years. What can you do about that? Every single company wants their own Fortnite, and there's nothing we can do about it. Kind of have to just live through it, wait for it to be over. Because Fortnite's like 7 years old now. Eventually, Fortnite will fall off, and it has started to happen. A lot of single-player games have released to good reception in the last couple of years, but you've just got to wait out the storm. I don't think these games are going anywhere, and some of them are worth a try, but it's whether you value your time and what you want to do with your time. Like I said, about valuing time. At the end of the day, if you are playing one of these live service games and you start feeling like it's a chore or a checklist or a task you need to do daily, you really need to figure out, is your time worth it, especially with that game? And do you feel respected for your time? Is the effort you're putting into that game worth it? And most of all, are you having fun? Because if you're not having fun, just put the game down. Maybe play something single player or a different multiplayer game, because there's so many. You don't just have to stick to the big ones either. That Schedule 1 game that came out, that's apparently quite fun. I haven't played it myself yet. It's on the wish list. But really think about whether it's worth it to you. Maybe try something new. These live service games aren't going anywhere for now. We kind of just have to live with it. I would like to thank everyone who stuck around to the end, just to hear a little rant about live service games, as it is the first official video on my YouTube channel. Congrats, go me. This may be a new thing, it may be a one-off, who knows. If you enjoyed, stick around, but I appreciate your view, your support, either way. Have a good evening.